Hi there, this is Virendra Diyar. Totally passionate, dedicated, committed, with tremendous belief in faith, in my sincere service which I am rendering to the mankind, try to stimulate their intelligence to the perception and discovery of truth that every man and woman are maker of themselves. They themselves are the maker of themselves by virtue of the thought they choose and encourages. And mind is the master weaver, both to the inner garment of character and outer garment of circumstances. Maybe they have woven not in the right direction with negative mental attitude and they are in sorrow, suffering, grief and pain. But if they really transform and swing to positive mental attitude, they will be blessed with health, wealth, peace, prosperity and everything else. Because whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve for you. But there is one great factor, belief. Belief, it has the power, very creative, magical power that will supply you energy, enthusiasm, determination, commitment, passion, resolute will, so that you can achieve everything what you want in life. The power of mind is imponderable, unthinkable. But mind needs to be used in a very constructive way, in a very positive way. And you have to feed your mind with tremendous belief and faith. In your mind you should have a belief and faith that my mind is intricate and accurate equipment, machine gifted by us to God. So whatever task we are giving to our mind, the mind will really create all the external conditions, environment and circumstances, and so the thought will become thing. Truly thoughts are things. Every concentrated thought, if it is blended by tremendous belief and faith, that is conceived by the subconscious state of mind, and instantly it is communicated to the infinite intelligence God, then God creates all the conditions, circumstances favorable to the accomplish of your thought into things. But first you have to start believing that this is possible. You have to keep your mind open. Unfortunately, people do not think, they do not try to understand how wealthy they are because they have the power of the mind. The power of mind could only make great poets, thinkers, philosophers, authors, prophets, inventors. Everyone use the power of the mind. But it is very difficult to use the power of the mind. People avoid thinking. This is being the most difficult and hardest task, said Emerson. Thinking, very difficult. They waste their time and they become mediocres and conformists. They waste their whole life in routine type job. So beloved friends, take responsibility of your life and use your mind. The creative imagination power that will bring forth to new ideas, new thoughts and thought of positive attitude, and really you can be blessed with every blessings what God has given to any great man and successful man. History is replete with the story of the strong-minded, resolutely willed individuals who steadfastly hold to the inner conviction, and when opposed by the reverses, tremendous and determined resistance to his progress, they tread down all these difficulties and dangers with iron will power. And then the mountain becomes dirt, the ocean melts, evaporates, and everything becomes very smooth and easy before the resolutely willed, determined action of a man. Nothing can survive. That's why you see the world is being conquered by the human mind. Now I have explained you the power of mind. Everything is possible. Power of mind backed by resolute will and belief and faith. And the power of will combined by determination, consistency of purpose, persistence, perseverance, progressively tending towards realization of your worthy ideals. You can become great if you embrace the power of your brain, use it by setting some goals, some purpose, and add it with tremendous faith that you will succeed. Seek also some help from the best brains and be ready to pay the price, going extra mile. You will be what you will to be. There is no doubt about it. Beloved friends, to make this philosophy of the power of mind very simple, I compared with the womb of a female. It may be any creatures, it may be mankind itself. Now, whatever the womb conceive, after a particular period of time, the womb will deliver in the offspring. Human being takes 9 months and other species take more times. But first is, the womb has to conceive. The ovum and the sperm have to fertilize. Zygote formation has to take place. And then the nourishment will be natural. And after 9 months, a child will be delivered. But the power of the emotion of sex is so important and so instinctive and so profound and the most powerful thing, blessing to the mankind and other species, that is very essential for progenation and perpetuations of the species on the earth. Everyone is bound to go for it. There is tremendous joy and pleasure and happiness. And that is very positive, very great things. But every species involved in such sexual relationship, the intercourse process, and they progenate. But rarely few great human beings use the most powerful mind and they do not become great. So remember it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. As when the womb conceives, it can also deliver. Similarly, mind can deliver. So now I have compared mind with the womb. Both have similar reproductive system. Mind reproduces your thought into things, and the womb reproduces zygote form over a womb into a baby. But both have to conceive. Retention of the thought in the mind permanently, that is called concentration of thought, backed by tremendous belief and faith, will deliver the result. And there is no limitations to the power of mind. Any big dream, any small dream, everything it is going to deliver to you. There is only one limitation, what you impose on the power of your mind. If you think you can do great work, you can do. If you think you can do a small work, you can do. If you think you cannot do anything, you are useless, you will be useless. So that is the power of belief. How much you rate yourself, how much you value yourself, it is you individual, not the mind. There is no monopoly of the power of mind with great people. Everyone is blessed with similar power. So start believing that you are not ordinary person. You are as great as anybody else. But they use the power of the mind by thinking, big dreams, big desires, big goals, and they become very great person. Now it's your turn. Start thinking. Think. Dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. Desire with passionate and burning impulse, and that will become reality one day for you. So every woman can become a mother. Similarly, every man with great thoughts can become a great man. Both work in the similar fashion. The mind of a man, because the mind is the master power that molds and makes. There is nothing exception to it. Thought in the mind has made us. What we are by thought was wrought and built. There is no external force. Beloved friends, now let's compare the mind with the land, the soil. You see a lot of land here. That was not planned, it is a jungle. So there are shrubs, there are bushes, there are thicks. So mind is also like that. If you don't plant a seed of great thought, the positive thoughts of health, wealth, peace, prosperity, some dirty thoughts will come. Mind cannot remain inactive. Now take 2 examples. If you put the seed of great thought, you will get returns from the mind. If you put seed of negative thoughts, you will get negative results. As Norman Vincent Peale said, by positive thinking, we are getting positive results. By negative thinking, we are getting negative results. Buddha said, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thought. With our thought we make the world. Beloved friends, the land also, if you clean from all the weeds, manure it, water it, and put 2 seeds, one of a mango tree, another of a very bushy tree and thorny tree, maybe babool in Hindi we call, or maybe you say nightshade, a poisonous tree. Now what happens? Land doesn't care what seed you have put there. Mango tree, oak tree, or a shrubs, or a bushy or thorny nightshade. It will have its natural nourishing and you will get as per your sowing. Anybody who has sown the seed of mango, he will enjoy the mango fruits. And anybody who has sown the seed of nightshade, the thorny shrubs, he will get that only. Beloved friends, land doesn't care. Similarly, your mind doesn't care. Mind will only give you what you put in the thought process. Thought of peace, joy, prosperity, success, happiness, enjoyment, love, truth and justice, peace, love and non-violence will be reflected in your action, in your thought. That shapes your destiny, that fits your fate. So it is the determined mind, a combination of visualization, picturization, willing, believing, desiring. That will define your luck, fate and destiny. You are the creator. You are the master of your fate and you are only the captain of your soul. Just because of thinking, you become what you think about. Beloved, believe it. If you think great, you become great. If you think small, you become small. If you think rich, you become rich. If you think famous, you become famous. But if you think about poverty, misery, sorrow, grief, pain, it will come to you. Because your mind is a transmitter. Whatever thought vibration you are putting in the mind, that expressed to the universe. And everything is filled in the universe in the ether. So it will start attracting all its siblings and the thought becomes very strong and intense. Then it is a natural process. What Ralph Waldo Emerson said, you decide and the universe will conspire to make it happen. So it is you who is responsible for great things or good things or bad things, the worst things. Similar is the case in the land. Land doesn't care. Your mind doesn't care what seed of thought you are putting in the mind. Beloved friends, being a philosopher, thinker and a motivator, whenever I train my students, I give these examples of land and the womb of a female. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can deliver. When the women conceive, the women also will deliver. And whenever the land conceive, the types of seeds, it will also deliver. So delivery depends on your action. Mind can be put into action by thinking, ideas, dreams, desires, aspirations. The women can also come into action with the reproductive process that we call sexual intercourse. She will be conceiving and delivering a baby. The land will also conceive some seeds and the law of nature will come into action and it will bear the appropriate fruits as per your sowing. Remember, sowing and reaping. Sowing and reaping. What you sow, that you will reap. Action and reaction. The way you are acting, reaction will come similar, equal and opposite. Newton's third law of motion. Beloved friends, giving and receiving. What you are giving, that you are only getting in returns. These are the law of karma, what we call. Or a universal law is called cause and effect. Cause and effect. Because every effect has a cause and we are responsible for that. What input we are putting, the output is coming proportional to the input. So decide yourself. You are the maker of your fortune, fate, luck and destiny. By virtue of the thought, you plant the seed of thought in your mind. As a woman, plant the zygote in the womb through the process of sexual intercourse, and the land conceive a seed when you are planting a seed. Be brave. Don't just involve in all these natural process of sexual reproduction or planting trees. Plant seed of great thoughts in your mind. This is not monopoly of some great poets, thinkers, philosophers, authors. It is common to everyone. Everyone has the power of thought. Know thyself, mind, know thyself. Know thy power of thought. The strong thought, the beautiful thought of positive thoughts. Also understand the power of belief. The power of belief is the greatest asset of a mankind. You can develop that belief by reaffirmation, because you know you have similar power of the brain. So believe in your genuine, creative, magical power of belief, and that power of belief will supply all the necessary ingredients to become great. If you believe in yourself, in the God-gifted power of brain, you will be energetic, enthusiastic, persevering, persisting, with determination, with invincible will. And then you will be unconquerable. A great man among the masters of the universe. Yours will be the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you will be yourself a great man, my friend. No doubt about it. Believe in yourself. Believe in the God-gifted power of the mind. This is a natural law, a spiritual law. It is applicable to everything. Nature doesn't discriminate. These laws are abiding everywhere. May God bless you. Use your power of mind also. Maybe it is difficult to think, but that only makes you a man. Otherwise you are a cattle. Cattle do not think because they don't have the brain. But you are a man. In the life's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not a dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Lives of great men all remind us, we can make our life sublime and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. You are equally as great as anybody else, but the strength of mankind is thinking, the creative vision of imagination. Dream lofty dreams, as you dream, so shall you be one day. Your visions, your ideals, your prophecy will become reality. But the most important is thinking, believing, persevering, persisting, treading down all difficulties and dangers, and never quitting. Beloved friends, thank you very much for patient hearing and believing in yourself. Thank you.